캔, 컨트, 전환기. MLB-25.
Hey everybody, it's Kbo생중계. Welcome to the show. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. On the hill here today, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Anthony Volpe leading things off and takes the strike.
That's a ball.
Let's go, Showtime.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Come on, Showtime.
Not even close there. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
2 outs, base is empty.
Come on, Showtime.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here in Milwaukee, And towing the slab here, Garrett Cole. What do you look for here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Now one missed.
2-0's the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Double play ball to second. There's one on to Goldschmidt. That's two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And gone! The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
2 outs, nobody on. And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. And there's a ball. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two outs. And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
35, Cody Bellinger.
Ohtani back to work. In for a strike. 0-1.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Ball one.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Check swing, and he went It's 0-1.
No balls. One strike.
That clips a corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And now it's going to be Austin Wells. Swings through that.
0-1.
And takes low for ball 1. Now one missed. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Let's go, Los Angeles. Strike.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 1-0. Back here at American Family Field, Will Smith to the plate.
Come on, Smith.
Swinging a foul out of play. Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Back-to-back curveballs and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Max Muncy at the dish. There's the strike. The wind to the pitch. That misses the
1-1.
zone, and it's 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck
1
catching up
ball,
to that
2
one.
strikes.
Let's go, Max.
The 1-2. That's down and in. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Andy
No ball,
Pajes
1
at the
strike.
plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, 37 years young. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that's down and away.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 7 in a row by way of the K.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Outside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swing and a ground
That's
ball,
foul.
and it goes just foul.
Punch him out.
Swings and misses. He's now struck out 8 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Just
No,
missed.
that's down.
And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Yanks held in check. They trail here 1-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 6.
And up next for Los Angeles, Kboesung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
1-0.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Jazz tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
The shortstop, Mookie.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single.
Huh. 0-1.
Two outs. There's a strike to Mookie.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Just missed. Betts off of first with 2 away. Towards first, but it kicks foul. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. On to the 4th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Struck him out swinging. 10 straight strikeouts. Wow.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment.
Absolutely remarkable, Boo. Congrats to him. He just looks so dialed in right now. I would almost bet he's got no clue how many that is in a row. I mean, when you're in the zone, so to speak, you almost can't be aware of the details and the numbers like this. It's been pretty amazing to witness such a demonstration of dominance.
Judge in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And ball 1 to Judge.
1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the sweeper misses for a ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And strike two.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And now it's 3-2.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Cody Bellinger hitting on deck circle. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the fourth time today. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freeman.
One more, let's go.
Inside, 1-0.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Outside low, 2 balls, no strikes. And that's a little bit high. On the ground to Jazz. Over to Goldie. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
That's right, LA.
That clips the zone, and it's 0-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Now batting,
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Smith.
And misses inside.
1-0.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Ohtani back to work. And ball 1.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Sit him down.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Stanton now. He's 0 for 1.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. And delivers outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The Yankees still looking for their first hit in this one. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Struck out swinging his first time. On the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Man at first, one away. Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning ending double play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Max Muncy. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
1 strike. Hee-haw. 0-2.
That one almost got him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Up the middle.
Come on, come on.
Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
And here is Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And there's the strike. And that just misses. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at American Family Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Line drive, and no one can get there. And that one's going to get into the corner. Around first, digging for two. The throw in, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike two.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him swinging. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. Here's a high fly ball out to center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 2 in this one.
Let's go, Dodgers. Ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch inside, and now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
2-0. Just missed.
3 balls.
Jazz
No
Chisholm
strike.
Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Goldie on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count is 3-1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 1-1.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was born in the Bahamas. There's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kboesung Kim.
All right, Los Angeles.
That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Off the mark there, and that is ball one. Turns and fires to Betts, and fouled off. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. And they take the lead. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Check swing, called strike. Fair ball.
The first baseman, number 5.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Cole is done in this one. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Leiter Jr.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Action in the pen down there. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Goldie toss to second, return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. Two outs. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the air center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of inning number 7. It's Aaron Judge now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Ohtani back to work. Judge rips that one. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Up and in, ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
There's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The tying run at the plate. Good job to fight that one off. The Yankees looking to rally. And a swing and a miss. And he runs the strikeout total to 15 on the day. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He is struck out and he is walked. And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Really important at bat coming up now.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Ohtani will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tanner Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Two on, 1 out. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Just missed. Two on, 1 out. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here at the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is outside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Kirby Yates preparing to come on if needed. Trinan also throwing. Fought off foul. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good take.
Strike him out.
Stays alive.
Punch him out. Sit him down. Ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jason Dominguez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Goldie swings and hammers one deep to left. Going back. It's gone. He muscles that one out of here. And they tack on 3. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Foul ball there. That one not close. And the count is even 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. 4-3 New York. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, Will Smith.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Swing and he breaks his bat. Picks it up with a bare hand and they get the out.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Mark Leiter Jr. won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Tim
the New
Hill
York Yankees.
gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Max Muncy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Next offering misses down and away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. To the left side, but it is well foul. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that's outside. And the count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Make it count.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Full count.
That missed by a lot. Full count 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
3-2. That one ripped left field. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Dominguez fires it in quickly as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for L.A. Score holds at 4-3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Dodgers.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Blake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And a foul ball. And that one a little below the knees. 1-1. And strike two. That's too low. And the count's even at 2.
2-2.
On the ground to third. Whips it across. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That's to third. A dive. Nice stop. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming in his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Next to hit, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So the Yanks go in order, and it remains a 4-3 game.
Now pitching for
Back
the New
now,
York
new
Yankees.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Fernando Cruz.
Fernando.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these
Leading up
situations.
For the Dodgers,
Hesung
the second
Kim
baseman,
steps to the
number
plate for the
6.
Dodgers.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
0-2.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's Betts. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. That clips the corner. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. And this one looks like trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Betts leads off second with one gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. So the tying run at second. In the air, right field, Judge. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. He's already homered here in this one. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. And that's outside.
2 balls, no strike.
Freeman hits it in the air. Judge has it sized up. And that's the third out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Through 8 full, the Yankees 4 and the Dodgers 3. Back here in Milwaukee, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. Trinan, the tall righty, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. Base knock right field. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And there's a strike. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And the sweeper is off the plate. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1 there.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Sit him down.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Judge up to third on the wild pitch.
Nice job recovering to complete the strikeout at first base right there. Even though the runner from second does move up to third, it's not a big deal in this situation now that there are 2 outs. Just makes blocking pitches in the dirt to this next batter even more critical.
Wells stands in now and watches strike 1.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-3.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Yankees up by 3. And another ball. Treinen maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
2 outs. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Dominguez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Popped up. Hernandez ranging after it. And that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
No balls, 1 strike. Come on, Dodgers.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed. And a breaking ball misses outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Swings
through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Smith in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
One strike.
This one in the air, right field. Judge makes the grab. 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
So they're down to their final out.
Muncy.
And up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Ball inside. Come on, Dodgers!
Yeah, that's fouled off. Williams is just 1 strike away. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Andy Pajes now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Muncy, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now,
First pitch
welcome
coming your way next.
your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
Come on, Showtime.
And that one is downstairs. And away we go this afternoon. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
That's a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
You're nothing, Yankees.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a rocket out to left. And there's one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Come on, Showtime.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
Overrated.
And another ball.
2-0 to count.
Ouch, that one drilled him. On the run, sends it over to first. Not in time. He's safe. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
One gone, runner at first. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
The pitch. That misses. And a count even 1-1.
Swing.
2-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Chisholm, the runner at second with one away.
2-2.
Strike him out.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bellinger up to hit.
All right, Dodgers. Woo. Quick.
That's outside. And that's ball 1.
Let's go, LA. Swing.
And that's downstairs and outside. There's a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now up is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Man at second. And downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back here at American Family Field. And our pitcher in this game, Garrett Cole.
He's someone you can rely on to provide quality innings in almost every one of his starts, Boog. He knows how to command the mound. His stuff is good, and sometimes it's even better than good. If he gets off to a fast start, look out. It could be a tough day for this lineup.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Mookie Betts. The shortstop takes the ball. And fires in a fastball at 95. And Mookie takes. Pitch misses there. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Cabrera makes the catch, and there's one gone. Take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Freddie Freeman, batting with one down, takes a strike. Man at first, one away.
Ball, no.
Let's keep the inning alive.
And there's a ball. And that one popped in the air, left field. Dominguez sizes this one up. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Let's go, Teo.
And that misses. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one off the mark, 2-1. Betts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch misses there. 3-1 now. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Strike on the inside corner.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that one cutting but missing down low. Two on, 2 outs. A little bit low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Ball 3.
Max Muncy, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
No, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full, and now it's Max Muncy. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
Come on now, let's go.
Get those runners home.
Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Got a chance to do some damage.
Just missed.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. That
Ball
misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Tied up here in the early going.
Let's clear 'em right here.
Just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And that one fouled off.
That's right, LA.
Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Top of the second. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Number 28, Austin Wells.
Ohtani back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Just missed. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Swings through that.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Slings to first. One out in the second.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Dodgers.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting eighth, the left.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Dominguez.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Grounds one to short. Bats up with it. Over to first. And the Yanks go quietly. Yanks held in check. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Conforto.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. That one ripped right center field, and it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. No outs. Runner on second. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. That one out to right. Judge getting an angle on it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts. A walk and a run scored his first time. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Judge makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
Tommy Edman, the next to hit. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. That's in there. It's strike one on Edman.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 outs. And that one wrapped foul. Inside. And a count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Yankees 1. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Slapped foul. Cabrera, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Anthony Volpe will hit next. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So 2 down now, and here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Reached on an infield single his first time. And ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Going back, and that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Against good pitchers, you got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And up next for New York, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1, he struck out swinging last time. Judge rips that one, and it's into the gap. Jazz on his horse coming around third. He scores to tie it up. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. He doubled home a run in his first AB. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
On the ground, right side.
Come on, come on.
They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, and here's Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
And here it comes. And that one is inside ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers kind of speak for themselves with the 4 walks. They've done a great job of not trying to do too much and just staying disciplined.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2.
1-2.
And that's outside.
Another thing I love is how they've allowed the game to come to them. They're not forcing the issue when they're on offense. And when you force and get anxious, it starts being a lot more likely that you'll let those pitchers off the hook.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Smith in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, no strike.
And another ball. And there's the automatic. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Full count.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here comes Max Muncy.
All right, Dodgers.
That's in there. Strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And a swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the Dodgers leave 1. Score remains 2-2. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Giancarlo Stanton.
Looking good, Dodgers.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells grounded out his first time up, and that's
Inside.
off the inside edge, and it's 1-0. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Late swing, foul to the left.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And another ball. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the automatic. Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Let's go, Dodgers.
And they'll do it again. This one popped up. Freeman sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Down in order go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ball. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, the designated
And here is Michael Conforto. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Come on, Dodger!
Just off the inside edge. That one missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, number 6.
Hesung Kim getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning for Mookie Betts.
Now batting.
Here's
the
Mookie Betts
shortstop,
at the plate
Mookie
now. He's one of the few players in
Betts.
baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2024 for Mookie and the Dodgers. Just like that Boston team, LA won the World Series with the MVP on their roster. Instead of Mookie, though, it was Shohei who claimed the double. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Dominguez. And that is that. One left for LA, and this game is still tied at 2-2. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Ohtani back to work. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Yankees, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Freeman over to first in time. One away here in the fifth. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Punch him out.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's down and in. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2.
Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 outs, runner on first. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
2 outs.
Hey!
Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Grove, the right-hander, also getting loose. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's his 9th strikeout so far. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. And that one fouled off. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Freddie Freeman, both 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Oh, great grab on the dive from his backside. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
And here is Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
All right, nice rip.
Now batting, catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. High fly ball out to left field. Dominguez on the move. He makes the grab, and that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings complete. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Dodgers.
and they make a change to start the
Number
6th.
51.
The new pitcher, Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Leading off for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Fouled off. He was late. Vesia, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Bare hands it, tough play, and that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking, able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And he pumps it a strike.
Get 2.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Anthony Banda, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Strike him out.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. One-run game, one out, one on. Step off, throw to first. Bellinger dives back. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, out to shallow center. Hauls it in for the out, and there's two down.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. Just missed. Bellinger off of first with two away. Bellinger goes. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Two outs.
3 balls, no strikes.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Jason Dominguez waiting to hit for the Yankees.
Come on, Los Angeles.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason Dominguez.
First and second, 2 outs. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. So they strand a pair. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 2. Bottom of the 6th. Once he digs in, he's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. Got him swinging. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And now Andy Pajes. And there's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Inside, just missed. on the ground. And that chance handled. The throw to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that skips in the dirt. Conforto lifts one in the air, right field. Back there. Into the bullpen and gone. And we're all square. It's 3-3.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Kim digs in now. Popped up, and that's a foul ball.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge sizes this one up, and that ends the inning.
Let's go. Come on.
But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
For the Dodgers, number 66, Tanner Scott.
Now it's going to be Oswaldo Cabrera.
The third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
First pitch, not close. Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swings and misses. And the count even at 1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Come on. Punch him out.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped on a line. Edmonds calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that one clips the corner.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So the Yanks go in order. Still tied 3-3.
Shut 'em down.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Fernando Cruz.
Fernando Cruz.
Back to the top of the order. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Outside low, 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've already earned 5 walks in the game, and of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Ball down.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
And next for L.A., Tommy Edman. Swings through that one.
No balls. 1 strike.
All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th.
Let's go, Los Angeles.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a ball lifted to center field.
Come on.
Bellinger puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Freddie Freeman down. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Let's go, Dodgers.
Ball 1 there.
1 ball. No strike.
And it stays fair.
Let's go.
Up next for the Dodgers.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Runner at first with 2 away. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
All right, Dodgers.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That's right, LA.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Lake Trinan.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 49. Blake Trinan.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. right through there for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
And that one is in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. Strike one.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Fly ball down the line. Pajes should have this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting. Designated
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Two down, nobody on. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And 1-2.
Punch him out.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Strike him out.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Sit him down.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Back to the mound. It hit him. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. 1-2-3, go the Yankees. Score remains tied at 3. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Cruz back to work. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Dodgers.
Line drive, caught.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
So up next, Andy Pajes.
Let's go, Dodgers.
In there for strike one.
Let's go, Dodgers.
This one popped up. Volpe
Unbelievable.
makes the play, and it's out number 3. Dodgers down in order. It's the ninth, and we are tied.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn to their closer, Kirby Yates.
number 38, Kirby Yates.
And now the catcher comes up to hit.
The
Austin
catcher,
Wells.
number 28, Austin Wells.
There's a strike.
Come on, Dodgers, let's go.
Strike.
No, outside.
Let's go, Dodgers.
That
2-1.
misses the zone. Ball 2. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And there's the strike.
0-1.
All right, Dodgers.
Fastball is outside.
1-1.
All right, Los Angeles.
Fought off foul.
Sit him down.
And a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. That one fouled off. Yates, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent.
Go, Dodgers.
Fastball for a strike. All tied up here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, right side, and that squirts through.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. 1 for 3. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Luke Weaver.
Number 30, Luke Weaver.
Now it's the DH, Michael Conforto. He's already homered here in this one.
Conforto.
Get another one.
Hammered on a line, base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Waste no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So a change being made at first base. On to pinch run for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. No outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Hesung Kim. Now one missed. Next pitch is downstairs. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Devin Williams appears to be getting loose. Leiter getting loose as well. Winning run on base at first. No outs. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
That's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hey, you got this.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Here's Mookie now.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Come on, Dodgers! All right, Dodgers.
Go, LA. You got this.
Late swing, fouled off. The winning run on second base and fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Hey, you got this.
The rare K for Mookie.
The center fielder, number 25.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman.
Edman.
Come on, Los Angeles. All right, Dodgers. Woo!
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Trying to send this to extra innings.
Ball.
That misses. And 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
You got this.
Let's go.
Come on, you can do it.
On the ground right side.
Get on your horse.
Jazz tosses to first. And they get Edman for the out. That's the 3rd out. And we're headed to extras. Back here at American Family Field. We're in extras here. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
Come on, Los Angeles.
And
No,
ball
second
1.
ball. 1-1.
And that is out of play.
Finish him.
Next pitch misses inside, and the count is 2-2.
Strike him out.
And that's downstairs and outside. Jazz Chisholm Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Punch him out.
Strike him out.
Strike him out.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Sit him down.
Punch him out.
Man at second.
Strike.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Sit him down. Strike him out.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. This guy with light tower power. That missed inside, and that's ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings.
Hey, double him up.
And another ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Michael Kopech up and throwing. Grove getting cranked up as well. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Now Judge drives one. Deep left field. Hernandez drop step going back. See you later. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kirby Yates will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Michael
Dodgers,
Grove takes over on the mound.
number 29, Michael Grove.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike
0-1.
one. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that's a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
In the air, right field. Pajes makes the grab, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive